What's up, YouTube? Back with another video, and today we have the final part of exposing off ballers. So part 1 was about using a pick and roll, part 2 was using plays and freelances, and part 3 was breaking a zone. So if you missed any of those, I'll leave those linked in the description. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about isolation. So isoing against the AI is hard, but it is possible in some situations. And something that I didn't really mention in the video is that you'll see me shooting a lot of fades, and the computer kind of looks like they're in good enough position to contest, but the shot coverage is open, or sometimes even just a little contest. And that's because the AI doesn't have as strong of a contest as a user. And this is something that 2K developers would actually tell people when people reach out to them, asking them to kind of tone down the computer's defense, because so many people off ball, and creating separation from the AI can be hard because everybody's basically Kawhi Leonard. And the devs will come back and say, well, the shot contest isn't as strong as a user, which is true, but that's not really the problem. The problem is it's hard to create separation from them, not necessarily contest. So even though the contests are weaker, if they still in your face the whole time, it really doesn't matter because they're going to get a strong contest. But if you are able to create separation, don't be afraid to shoot over them. So with that being said, let's get into the video. And lastly, we have isolation. So even though it is hard to ISO and create separation from the CPU, it is still possible, but it is very matchup dependent. And it's a little easier to do in playing out online because you can take advantage of matchups a lot better than in my team. In my team, you know, all the cards are juiced. Everybody has great defense and high tier defensive badges. So it's probably a little bit harder in my team, but it is still possible. I did drop a dribble tutorial that I will leave linked that you can watch, and these moves are effective against the CPU as well as users, and I use these moves a lot. So right here, I got the Nets, and he's over here. He's off-balling me with Jimmy Butler, and I have the ball at Harden, so I'm going to call an ISO, and this is Max Strus that's guarding me. So even though this is a CPU, this is still a matchup that I can take advantage of in isolation. So I call the ISO, I dribble towards the middle, and I just hit him with a simple momentum dribble. And I create all the space that I need to get my shot. So I get to my spot and I shoot a fade. These fading mids, especially if you got somebody that has a high mid-range and a difficult shots badge, these shots you can make very consistently. So practicing these shots and getting these fading mids can really add another dynamic to your offense. So again, I call an ISO with James Harden. I'm in the corner. He's on Jimmy Butler guarding Durant. I throw out a couple jabs. Boom. I just throw out a couple jabs. Real simple. I get a blow by and I dunk. So right here, I call another ISO for James Harden. This time he's being guarded by Caleb Martin, still another person that can't guard him. And he's off the ball still with Jimmy Butler. So I just dribble. I hit him with like the little Harden slide. And then boom, I hit him with another momentum, which is enough to create space. And I get the lane and I get a dunk. And this time I'm being guarded by the center. He's on Kyle Lowry guarding Kyrie in the corner. I throw out a couple jabs. Jab. Blow by. Whoop. I hit him with a behind the back. And look, I get to my spot over here on the elbow. I'm wide open. I shoot a fade. I hate this fade animation. I don't know why this is in the game, but I get it. I shoot it early, but this is 2K, so it goes in. And right here we have a Nets mirror match, and by default they have James Harden playing point and Kyrie at the 2, but I put James Harden as shooting guard and Kyrie at point guard, so this is why you have Kyrie guarding James Harden. Again, Kyrie not that good of a defender. He doesn't have any defensive badges on this game, and he's off the ball over here. So as you can see up here, I call the ISO and I do some dribble moves. I don't get open. He's locking me up a little bit. It's fine. Boom. I finally get enough space and I get to my spot. I raise up. I shoot a green. It's 5% contested. 5% is still greenable, especially with somebody like James Harden and badges like difficult shots, blinders, dead eye. You know, badges like that could really help with shots like these. But yeah, I get to my spot. I fade and I green. Again, he still got Kyrie guarding me. He's off the ball over here, and I just throw out a couple jabs. I drive and then I hit him with this spin shot. I love doing this spin shot because when they think that you're driving and then you do the spin, they usually just go flying out of bounds somewhere. So I hit him with the spin. I create separation. I get to my spot. I fade out green. Well, it's white, but you know what I mean. And again, he's on LaMarcus Aldridge right here. James Harden is being guarded by himself, but he is not a good defender neither. He doesn't have any defensive badges. So I hit him with a behind the back. I go baseline. I hit him with the spin shot to create my separation. I raise up green. So that's pretty much it for the video and the series. Off ball can be annoying to deal with, but there are things you can do to fight against it. And as you start to get better and master these things, you really aren't going to care that much. Like, off ball is still annoying to me, but I don't even really care anymore when somebody does it to me because I know what to do against it. Even though I do wish 2K would address it and not have the CPU defenders be so overpoweredly strong, but we'll just have to see. And as always, I hope this helped you. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more content.